Greetings everyone, and great here with another Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition replay. Spawn on top left side as the red Tartars. We have 4talantos. Spawn on bottom right side as the green Aztecs. We have Weirdge. I probably butchered that. Weirdge? I had no idea. Let's go over each player's civilization bonuses. Tartars, Cavalry Archer Civilization. Villagers get plus 50% food from herdables. New Tartars can spawn 2 sheep starting Castle Age. Units deal plus 25% damage from fighting from higher elevated. Thumb ring and parking tactics are free. Unique units Keshik, which provides you gold for each time it does pokes. And the Flame Camels, a meme unit. Silk Road, light cavalry, steppe lancers, and cavalry archers get +1/+1 armor, which actually is not bad. Limited Siegecraft, trebuchets get +2 range, and gives you the flaming camels. Teambows, cavalry archers get +2 line of sight, so they have some self-spotting capability. Green, the Aztec, their infantry and monk civilization. Villagers get +3 carrying capacity, which gives you minor resource collection rate, because you have less of them moving around. Military units get upgraded 11% faster. Monks get +5 health for each monastery technology, and they have access to all of them, including Sanctity. They start with +50 gold. Jaguar Warrior, and anti-infantry specialist. Unique attacks, Alado, skirmish to +1 attack and range, which is pretty nice, and Garland Wars get infantry +4 attack, which is probably going to be very useful for his Eagle Warriors to engage these cavalry units, as they do get bonus infantry cavalry, not as much as spearmen. But getting +4 attack for them wouldn't be half bad, and they can help keep up with the cavalry. Team bonus. Relics get generate additional gold income, which is not half bad either. Scout moving around. This area is fully walled off by the trees, and it looks like Green's eyeing for a bit of a weird wall placement, looks like. Green now has deployed out in archery range, may eyeing some early archers. And right now is going a bit of a flat wall right there. Nothing says a wall than flatness. Scout is moving around. You got the archery ring garrisoned by something, and do have some skirmishers now being deployed on the field. Eagle Scout has a bit of fire there. The regular Scout has not received a lot of damage. Trying to wall the rest of this region. And you will get that walled on off. Even walling off the Eagle Scout before going on in. It looks like both players just equaling up at the moment. Now just more defensive skirmishers. Looks like green sign for defensive skirmishers. He knows he's supposed to line up some archers. And he went for the counter unit immediately. We do have fletching research here. I'm trying to find the skirmishers for green. He does not have fletching yet for his skirmishers just yet. Trying to advance on forward. While fletching, he will have a bit of trouble hitting these archers, but he does have a superior number there. Scout does receive some damage there. We got a single archer here harassing the wood line. The archer, of course, does. The villagers have right now 2 pierce armor thanks to Loom, and so these archer hits would do 3 damage each. Trying to hack down this palisade wall once again. And we got another wave of archers being put on field. Green still has not gotten his fletching research. He may want to eye for that fletching research sooner rather than later. Does have a blacksmith now put on the field. He's a bit low in wood. He has plenty of gold. He may have invested a bit too much in gold at the moment. Going for a town watch. Wait, he's going for town watch and not more builders? Okay. Right now the villager count is 35 to 31. Green has less villagers. He can't be going for town watch right now. Of course, he doesn't realize he has less villagers, but he needs just villagers. He's stalling out? No, he's nowhere near enough for Castle Age. I'm not sure what the Aztec player is doing. They're gonna start getting more villagers there. Archers now advancing on forward, trying to perhaps get engagement there on the wood line. Let's get some good hits there on those villagers. Doesn't have fletching just yet. Now going for Castle Age. Oh, that's why he went for all that gold. He actually bought his way up to Castle Age. Do not have another Eagle Scout in play field. Let's go and transition to Eagle Scouts or Eagle Warriors. Historical fact. Eagle Warriors are prime example. While Aztecs are a death cult, they incorporated that as a society. In order for a regular peasant to become a nobleman, they can become an Eagle Warrior, a nobleman, simply by capturing 3 sacrifices. Not 3, 10. If they capture 10 sacrifices, they become a nobleman, an Eagle Warrior. And those who try to glamorize the Aztecs, just make sure they realize they were an actual legitimate death cult. After all, when their major pyramid was completed, they celebrated by sacrificing approximately 30,000 neighbors. And they took that blood from all these holy sacrifices and anointed their cities with it. So imagine spreading blood, holy blood, all across the city. Can you imagine the smell of that? It probably smells worse than Auschwitz, probably. Even though they processed, quote-unquote, more people. But literally spreading blood everywhere. That smell must be horrendous. Of course, we do not have Castle Age for the Aztec player. Joining his Eagle Warrior research now. Red is going with his own Castle Age now. Being very defensive there, so get crossbow and bottom arrow research immediately. And now we got this Eagle Warriors advancing forward. Let's get some good damage there. Eagle Warriors do have 4 pierce armor. They can withstand quite a bit of abuse from these archers. No crossbow research there, and the gate was open. A couple of them did escape on through. Large attack is 5, and these Eagle Warriors had 4 pierce armor, which means they took 1 damage each from each of those arrows. They still can get more armor research. Do not have some lancers to be put on field. Step lancers, and does have bodkin research, arrow research, but not crossbow research. He can get crossbowmen, not arbalists, however. And he's going for more of these archers there. He may even just get crossbowmen. He needs to plan to be defensive with them and offensive with step lancers. It's probably still a good idea to go for at least the crossbow research. We've got another talent that has been put up by the Tartar player. We do have now 2 talent centers here and a 3rd on the way. Green does not have stone inside his walls, so we wouldn't need to claim that. And it looks like red does not have stone inside his walls either. But he does have an extra bit of gold inside his walls. Do not have crossbow research as well as bodkin arrow for red. No armor research for however. Let's take out that villager there. And now we have the towns that are under fire. Remember, crossbowmen do have a range of 7, towns have a range of 6. Eagle Warriors trying to poke their way through this palisade wall there. We got the step lancers push way forward. Eagle Warriors will not find a stab there onto the step lancers. They do have some bonus damage versus cavalry. Do we see the elite skirmisher upgrade? Don't even have fletching at the moment. And green's not eyeing for any upgrades on those skirmishers. And it does take out all those Eagle Warriors, and they weren't actually properly attacking. They were on a hold ground stance, and the actual range of the step lancers may have made these step lancers took very little damage. They took little damage, and nothing too critical. Got now fletching being researched now. Remember, the Aztecs do also have Atlato giving skirmisher +1/+1, or +1 attack, +1 range, which is actually very powerful indeed. Let's get some archers there. We do got these crossbow and receiving a bit of fire there. Give some damage there on the house. Over here, we do got these supplants push way forward, being chased down by some eagle warriors. Looks like they will be focused down because there's a good number of supplants there, and they do have the +1 range, which gives them the first strike. We do have some Mangonels being put on field, more eagle warriors as well. And also 11 idle villagers. That's a little bit too much there. And these eagle warriors are getting picked off one at a time. That's not good. Does manage to find this step lancer there by Lonesome. Does pick it off, but still lost the eagle warrior. Scorpion, however, getting overran by the step lancers as well. These eagle warriors, he needs to rally them a bit properly. He's losing a lot of them. And I think he doesn't realize this mistake. Or now realize his mistake. He's saying, what the fuck? One step lancer does go down there. Let's get some good damage there on the onto these step lancers. And now do got the barracks under fire. They worked gravity right there. And this barracks here was also routed right there. He is not properly routing his forces. He's trying to go for some monks now. He is a monk civilization, of course, but no research onto them just yet. We got these eagle warriors here. Does get a couple kills in step lancers. Taking out some housing now. Mangonel trying to defend himself. Does pull out another pair of housing there. He's lost too many eagle warriors. He needs to get a large enough group. Mangonel, if they get some good shots on the crossbowman, that would be very handy. And eagle warriors do take out those step lancers there. Trying to go for more housing there, and this palisade wall will go down. Does not get them ghosts in time. Both of those villagers do go down. Right now the villager count is 33 versus 82. There's another villager there. Monk trying to get a conversion there. Does get a conversion, pair of conversions off. Giving a pair of step lancers of his own now. As against the towns up there, step lancers do have less pierce over than knights, so they will sustain extra damage from the town center, at least from the primary arrow. The step lancers now trying to back on off the region. We're going to take time to focus on the opposing step lancers. If Green's able to convert a stables, he's able to get some Exordal's warriors. I probably butchered that word, which are basically equivalent to knights. Does get conversion off of one of the step lancers there. Very nice. The monk transition has been good, but does lose some of these monks still. Get a pair of step lancers there. Crossbowman finds some good volleys there. Has the high ground damage there and annihilates these step lancers. Now he has these crossbows on the high ground, denying a lot of farm usage. Does get some conversions here. Does take out that Mangonel there, very nice. Does get conversion off. And does take out that step lancer there. Lion nomming on some of these villagers, but he will defend himself. I think he killed that one himself in order to prevent it from being converted. Like Red is starting to stabilize this game, but still, I don't think he's in a great position. He has less villagers than his opponent. Will not get that scout somehow with 3 monks trying to convert it. They do have scout conversion resistance, but that is quite significant. Red's now eyeing for a defensive-ish castle. Right now, Range is eyeing for 5 village production, so he has that many villagers, and now got Imperial Age for Red. And he has a massive reserve of food. Oh, Brain's gonna be at a tech advantage for quite some time without getting Imperial Age. Yep, he's gonna be at a massive tech disadvantage. Do now have castle being plotted on the field. We may see Keshiks. No, we won't see Keshiks at the moment. Keshiks are relatively durable as well. There's a lot of the uniqueness we don't really see, like Boyars, Keshiks, Kipchaks. Let's see. Silk armor wouldn't be half bad. Game +1 armor, +1/+1 armor, the Step Lancers, as well as the Cavalry Archers. He can get up the Hussars as well, so it'll be enough for light cavalry as well. Maginot finds a small hit there, but it does go down. Red's now eyeing for a forward castle. We do now have the Imperial Age almost complete for red. Green is still pretty far behind, just going for Eagle Warriors. He needs to get out of his Imperial Age as soon as he can. Going for a defensive castle now. Green's at the high ground, which means it does do bonus damage. He has a good number of defensive crossbows here as well. Able to pick off these Imperial Warriors at one at a time. Maginot finds a great hit there, cleaving through those forces. Does get a good dodge there. Get some good hits on those villagers, and now the castle has been completed. You can pull out some Keshiks there to help get some forward reinforcements. Imperial Age is now available for the Tartar player. He has a trebuchet being put on field, as well as a good wave of villagers. Right now, Red still has a superior number of villagers to his opponent, and I remember seeing not a lot of villagers being produced on for Green. He may be eyeing for his own castle age moment, just needs a lot of gold. And his gold deposits are outside right there. He has no gold deposits over here, he has stone deposits. So Green's gold is denied. A lot of Step Lancers over here. He needs to get out some Spearmen for defense. Going for robotic and arrow research now. Maybe not a good time for that. Is Green's castle not firing? It must be firing against a cat keeper there, and I just don't see it. Right now, it's a trebuchet there on the high ground. Very nice. Archers trying to make their way through this house as well. And the Step Lancers getting some good damage there. Trying to go for another keep here, or castle there, just for defense. Green's castle now seeing quite a fire there. 2 trebuchets firing away. Green may need to invest his gold. Oh no, he's investing all of his food right now. Battery Ram getting some good hits there onto the castle, but does get overwhelmed by the Step Lancers. And Green's castle is almost down. Getting repaired on up, but I don't think it's going to go well. Yeah, the red castles are annihilating those villagers. Green's now pulling out regular spearing. He does not have halberdier or pikeman research. He can't get halberdier, just only pikeman. Crossbow firing away over here. We've got these Step Lancers advancing forward, trying to get some hits there onto these villagers. And now do have these Step Lancers pushing forward. Now I've got the heavy or elite Step Lancer research. Here, a monk conversion over here. Do have some of these lancers being converted off. More spearmen being put on the field. He needs those spearmen as soon as he can. He needs also pikeman research. He does get extra pikeman research now. Losing some of these villagers there. He is down to 77, 76 villagers. Not a whole lot remaining. And he still has not been able to claim this gold deposit. He can't secure up a castle either because there's just too many trebuchets. Some of these lancers are seeing some fire now from these pikemen. Do now have a university now being pulled on out by Green. I'm not sure what technology he's trying to get. Right, so deny some of those farms right there. Step Lancers advancing forward. Maybe he could have got redemption to convert a trebuchet. Just getting some shot damage onto these lumber camp, doing 10 damage each per stab. And obviously a bit of damage there as well. Got a good number of battery rams to pull off Green. That's the only thing you can use to gauge those castles. 8 wars moving forward, and Green does castle GG now. This sounded great saying, thank you for watching, on to next replay.